This thing is cool. The idea, at least, is cool. It's called the ink case, and it's for the iPhone 7. They also make it for the 7 Plus. This is a second screen that goes on the back of your phone in the form of a case. It's an e-ink screen. I don't even know. Did we test the previous version? No, I've always wanted to. So today's the day. What's inside the box? Is it any good? Is it useful at all? Or is it just a gimmick? Better yet, does it suck? That's what it's gonna be like. The second screen for your phone. Ink case. Well, you can see the way they're using it in this image over here as a reader for a book, an e-reader. When it comes to fatigue with the eyes and whatnot, with an e-ink screen, you kind of avoid that a little bit because it's not emitting light. Instead, it's reflecting light, kind of like a Kindle on the back of your phone. Syncs wirelessly via Bluetooth. Read it later function for news articles. That sounds cool. Photo wallpaper. You can see you could have your significant other there if you like. Shock protection. Bluetooth 4.0, so you know it's gonna be low power consumption. And the screen itself is 4.3 inches on the 7 version, and on the 7 Plus, 5.2 inch e-ink screen. Okay, ooh. It's almost in the realm of like a battery case, but not as heavy. You see it has buttons on it that almost remind you of Android there. I suppose that's gonna be how we navigate this screen here. You still have all your cutouts, no twisting or bending. That makes a lot of sense. A cable, kind of an interesting cable. Look at that attachment there. I'm assuming magnetic. Look at that. That's a kind of nice way to charge it up. You guys know I'm a huge fan of magnets here, right? Picking tool, well, I mean, that's a guitar pick. Ooh, so fresh. It's booted up now, and you're seeing this nice high contrast e-ink display, which I have to admit is kind of new for me. So these buttons down here are the touch buttons. The screen itself is not a touch screen. Ebook, there it is. That's what it's gonna be like. Oh, here's some different backgrounds I can choose. And this looks like calendar maybe. Oh, this is that dashboard kind of look. Your activity, how many steps you've taken, how many floors you've climbed, the distance you've traveled. It tells you the weather, upcoming events if you have them in your calendar, and then reminders. So that's kind of nice. Now, of course, there's an app for this. Oh, cool. So check this out. I can manage the reader, the different books. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Will do. You ever seen Alice in Wonderland? Yeah, it's unbelievable, right? Yeah, I gotta check that out again.
It's very, very rude indeed.
Photos as well, so I can allow my photos to be displayed on there. So I'll go ahead and allow photos. What were these images from? From the case that prints out, print, P-R-Y-N-T. If you didn't see that video, go check that video out. How about this one? Crop it like this, save. So the app lays things out from reader, photos, read later, widgets, and then my ink case, which I'm gonna select right now. I'm not paired, so I'm gonna pair it up. I can pair right from the app. Oh wow, this is cool. All right, so now it's gonna be able to track my fitness stuff from the health app, adjust the font size, and the text alignment. I'm gonna send this photo to ink case. Whoa, and just like that. Not sure why I would want that photo specifically on the back of my case permanently. So I've got Pocket installed now, so I'm gonna try to send some news over to the case. Here's a cool one, the life, death, and legacy of iPhone jailbreaking. So that's in my Pocket now. Do you think that shows up on ink case? There it is. Now the article that I saved to Pocket is available inside the ink case. No, Google's not a bird, bringing the internet to rural India. Maybe I want to read that later. I'm gonna add it in there. Look at that. You seeing that, Jack? I can go ahead and read this article with low power consumption and with no eye strain, right where I have my phone already. I just flip it over. Now the photos thing is a little bit less compelling for me. If you have kids or something sentimental that you want to keep on the case all the time, even when the display is off, or maybe you just want to look at my face right there, you can have it. I'm more inclined to have this last option here, info display. If I go to widgets here, and just like that, this will now be updated with whatever's on the phone. Oh, we should probably put the phone in. Okay. Oh, this is just for removal, Jack. Slide it in there. You can have just this analog style digital clock. But look at that. You know what? I think this thing is kind of cool, to be honest. It says here that standby time, where is that? Standby time is 5 days. It has a 460 milliamp hour battery. I think once you get the hang of this thing, it can actually be quite useful, and you might end up saving a ton of battery life on your phone. A lot of the reading you're doing there, you can offset to this e-ink display, and probably your eyes will be a lot better off. It's kind of like strapping a tiny little Kindle to the back of your phone, and you hardly even notice you're carrying anything extra. I think it's cool, and no, I do not think it sucks.